God says, I am speaking in anger today. You made a mistake that heaven noticed, and if you walk away from this message, it will not be forgiven. Don't skip. Listen carefully, because this is not a gentle whisper. This is a warning spoken with fire, and if you ignore it, you will miss something that could have changed everything for you. I am not speaking softly today because what you did was seen. It was recorded, and it carries weight beyond what you understand. You felt it inside you, that moment when you chose wrongly, and you tried to move on as if it would fade away. But heaven does not forget what the heart tries to hide, and I will not allow you to pretend that nothing happened. Stay with me now, because if you turn away, you will walk back into the same mistake again, and the cost will be heavier than before. Type Amen if you believe. What I am revealing to you is not to destroy you, but to stop you before you fall deeper. The mistake you made was not just an action. It was a decision of the heart that moved you away from truth. You chose fear over trust, or pride over humility, or silence when you should have stood firm. I saw the exact moment your spirit hesitated and turned, and that moment created a shift in your path. If you keep walking without correction, you will keep attracting the same struggles that have been exhausting your soul. You are not being punished without purpose. You are being corrected because you are chosen. Many walk in darkness and never hear my voice, but you are hearing me now because I refuse to let you be lost. I am speaking in anger because I care too much to stay silent. My anger is not like human anger. It is a burning urgency to pull you back before the damage grows. What you did opened a door, and if it remains open, it will invite more confusion, more pain, and more delay in your life. Pause and listen deeply, and if this is reaching your heart, take a moment to like this video as a sign that you are ready to receive correction and not run from it. The mistake you made was not hidden from the spiritual realm, and that is why you have felt restless. That uneasiness inside you was not random. It was a signal that something was out of alignment. You tried to ignore it, to distract yourself, to convince yourself that everything was fine. But I allowed that discomfort to stay because it was the only way to get your attention. I needed you to stop and realize that you were moving in the wrong direction. Type yes to affirm. Do not mistake this moment as rejection, because I have not abandoned you. If I had left you, you would not be hearing these words right now. The very fact that I am confronting you means there is still time to turn back. But you must understand this clearly. You cannot walk away again pretending that this does not matter. The moment you choose to ignore this correction, you harden your heart, and a hardened heart becomes deaf to my voice. I am calling you back to awareness, back to truth, and back to the path that was prepared for you. The mistake you made was a step away from your calling, and that is why it cannot be ignored. You are not ordinary, so your decisions carry greater impact. When you fall, it is not just a small stumble. It shakes the direction of your life. That is why I am speaking with intensity, because your destiny is too important to be handled carelessly. You may feel fear hearing this, but do not let fear push you away. Let it draw you closer so you can be corrected and restored. I am not here to condemn you endlessly. I am here to stop the cycle that keeps hurting you. Every time you ignore correction, the pattern repeats, and each time it becomes harder to break. But today, I am interrupting that cycle so you can finally move forward with clarity and strength. Think about what you did, not to shame yourself, but to understand it fully. When you see the truth clearly, you will not repeat it again. You will recognize the signs earlier, and you will choose differently next time. This is how growth happens, not by avoiding mistakes, but by facing them honestly and changing direction. I am giving you that opportunity right now. You are still under my protection, but protection does not mean permission to keep making the same error. I protect you so you can rise, not so you can stay stuck. I guide you so you can walk in purpose, not wander in confusion. If you receive this correction, you will feel a shift begin inside you. The heaviness will lift, and the clarity you have been seeking will return. Do not delay this response, because delay is what led you here in the first place. You waited when you should have acted. You ignored when you should have listened. That is why I am speaking with urgency now. I need you to respond immediately in your heart, not tomorrow, not later, but now. Turn back, align yourself, and choose truth over comfort. I am not finished speaking to you, and you must not treat this as something temporary or emotional that fades after a few minutes. What I am doing right now is planting something inside you that will either grow into strength or be ignored until it disappears. The choice of what happens next is not in my hands alone, it is in yours as well. Could the CIA really be hiding a 7-second ritual that turns money struggles into fortune? A covert CIA finding exposes a strange 7-second ritual that activates money-attracting brainwaves on autopilot. Supported by science and 4 elite labs, this home ritual is turning struggling people into dream lifestyle owners. But this page may disappear soon. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted from the internet forever. There was a pattern forming in your life, and the mistake you made was part of that pattern. It was not just one moment. It was built slowly through small compromises that you thought did not matter. Each time you ignored a warning, each time you chose what was easy instead of what was right, you moved closer to this point. That is why this moment feels heavy, because it carries the weight of many small decisions that led here. I am not only correcting the action, I am breaking the pattern before it becomes permanent. Type 222 if you trust God. You must understand that patterns shape your future more than single actions do. When you repeat the same kind of choice again and again, it becomes a path that is difficult to leave. I am stepping in now because I refuse to let you be trapped in something that will limit your life. You have been sensing that something is not right, but you could not fully explain it. That uneasiness was my voice trying to guide you, even before this moment arrived. I want you to look at your recent decisions honestly, not with excuses, not with justifications, but with truth. Where did you ignore what you knew was right? Where did you allow fear, pride, or distraction to guide you instead of me? When you answer that within yourself, you will begin to see clearly how this mistake took shape. Clarity is the beginning of change, and without it, you will remain confused and repeat the same path. The reason I am speaking strongly is because your life carries purpose that cannot be delayed any longer. There are things waiting for you that require you to be aligned, focused, and ready. When you drift away, even slightly, it affects everything connected to your future. You may think the mistake was small, but its impact reaches further than you can see. That is why I am interrupting you now, so nothing greater is lost. You have also been carrying something inside you that made you more vulnerable to this mistake. It could be doubt, insecurity, or a desire for approval that led you to choose incorrectly. I saw that weakness, and I tried to strengthen you before this happened. But you moved too quickly, and you did not pause long enough to listen. Now I am bringing you back to that place of awareness, so you can grow stronger instead of remaining vulnerable. Type 777 to receive blessings. Do not allow guilt to overwhelm you, because guilt without action leads nowhere. I am not asking you to sit in regret. I am asking you to rise with understanding. The mistake has already happened, but what you do next will determine whether it becomes a lesson or a repeated cycle. If you take this correction seriously, it will become a turning point in your life. If you ignore it, it will become a pattern that follows you longer than it should. There is something powerful about the moment when a person truly listens and changes direction. It shifts not only their path but also their mindset, their energy, and their future. I am guiding you into that moment right now, and you must not waste it. You have been asking for change, for clarity, for a breakthrough, and this is part of the answer. But the answer does not always come softly. Sometimes it comes as correction that demands your attention. I want you to slow down and begin to rebuild your awareness. Do not rush into your next decision without thinking deeply about it. Take a moment to ask yourself if your choice is aligned with truth or driven by emotion. When you pause like this, you give yourself the space to hear my guidance clearly. This is how you prevent the same mistake from happening again. You are still under my care, even in this moment of correction. I have not removed my hand from your life, and I am not turning away from you. But I need your cooperation, your willingness to listen, and your commitment to change. Without that, even my guidance cannot move you forward. You must meet me halfway by choosing to act differently from this point on. The mistake you made also revealed something important about your current state. It showed where you need growth, where you need strength, and where you need to be more aware. This is not something to hide from, it is something to work on. When you face it directly, you take away its power over you. When you avoid it, it remains hidden and continues to influence your choices. You are capable of more than what you showed in that moment. I know your potential, even when you fall short of it. That is why I am correcting you, because I see what you can become if you stay aligned. Do not let one mistake define you, but do not ignore it either. Use it as a point of transformation that leads you into a better version of yourself. Right now, there is a shift happening inside you, even if you cannot fully explain it. That shift is the beginning of real change, and it must be protected. Do not let distractions pull you away from this moment of clarity. Stay focused on what you are feeling and what you are understanding. This is where growth takes root, and it will shape your next steps. You are not alone in this process, even though it may feel intense. I am guiding you through every realization, every correction, and every step forward. But I will not force you to change, because your willingness is essential. You must choose to walk in a different direction from here. That choice is what will determine everything that follows. Could a hidden CIA discovery explain why so many are suddenly living in luxury? Secret CIA research has now come to light, revealing a brain-hacking ritual that draws in wealth like magic. It only takes 7 seconds, you can do it at home, and it's supported by 4 neuroscience labs. People are ditching debt and living in luxury right now, but this information won't stay online for long. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted. The mistake you made was noticed, but it does not have to control your future. What controls your future is what you do after this realization. If you choose to listen, to learn, and to change, you will move into a stronger and clearer path. If you choose to ignore, you will remain in the same cycle that has been holding you back. I am giving you a chance to break free, and you must decide if you will take it. It is meant to stay with you, to shape your next decision, and to change the direction you were heading in. You cannot treat this lightly, because what is being revealed to you is not ordinary. It is a turning point that can either lead to growth or lead back into the same struggle you have been trying to escape. The mistake you made created a crack in your focus, and through that crack came confusion. You started second-guessing yourself, questioning things that once felt clear, and feeling uncertain about your next steps. That is how small misalignments grow into larger problems over time. When your focus is broken, your decisions become unstable, and your path begins to drift. I am restoring that focus now, but you must hold on to it and not let it slip again. Type 1010 to claim miracles. I need you to understand that correction is not rejection, it is direction. Many people confuse the two and run away when they are being guided back to truth. I am not pushing you away, I am pulling you closer. But I am doing it with strength because you were not listening to gentle whispers. Sometimes a strong voice is required to break through distraction and reach your heart. This is that moment for you. There is something in your life that requires clarity right now, and your mistake delayed that clarity. You may have been waiting for an answer, a sign, or a breakthrough, and it felt like it was not coming. But part of that delay came from being out of alignment. When you are not aligned, even the answers you receive feel unclear or incomplete. Now that I am correcting you, clarity will begin to return, but only if you stay in this place of awareness. You have been carrying a weight that you did not fully understand, and that weight increased after your mistake. It felt like pressure, like something was off, like you could not fully relax or feel at peace. That is because your spirit was trying to signal that something needed to be addressed. Ignoring it only made the feeling stronger, and now you are finally facing it. This is where release begins, but only if you stay present and do not turn away. Type 1212 if you trust in Jesus. I want you to take responsibility without letting it turn into shame. Responsibility brings growth, but shame keeps you stuck. When you take responsibility, you acknowledge what happened and decide to do better. When you fall into shame, you hide from the truth and avoid change. I am guiding you into responsibility because that is where your strength is built. You are learning something in this moment that will protect you in the future. The awareness you are gaining right now will help you recognize similar situations before they become mistakes. You will feel the warning earlier, and you will respond differently. This is how wisdom is formed, through experience that is understood and not ignored. I am allowing this lesson to shape you so you can move forward with greater clarity. There are people, opportunities, and moments connected to your future that require you to be ready. If you continue making the same mistake, you will not recognize those moments when they arrive. You will either miss them or mishandle them, and that is not what I want for you. I am preparing you, but preparation requires correction. Without it, you would step into something important without being fully ready. You have been asking for growth, but growth often comes in ways that are uncomfortable. It challenges your habits, your thinking, and your choices. This is one of those moments, and you must not resist it. If you embrace it, you will come out stronger and more aware than before. If you resist it, you will stay where you are and continue facing the same challenges. There is also something deeper that I want you to see. The mistake you made was not just about the situation itself, it was about how you responded in that moment. Your reaction revealed something about your mindset that needs to change. Whether it was impatience, fear, or doubt, it influenced your decision. Now you have the chance to address that root issue so it does not control you again. I am not expecting perfection from you, but I am expecting growth. Growth means you learn, you adjust, and you move forward differently. It means you do not repeat the same mistake with the same understanding. It means you take what you have learned and apply it in your next decision. That is how you move from where you are to where you are meant to be. Right now, you are standing at a point where your next choice matters deeply. You can either continue in awareness or fall back into distraction. You can either apply what you have learned or ignore it and repeat the cycle. I am giving you everything you need to choose correctly, but I will not force you. Your willingness is what will determine your outcome. There is a quiet strength building inside you as you listen and reflect. That strength comes from understanding, from clarity, and from truth. It is not loud, but it is powerful. It will guide you if you allow it to grow. Do not rush past this moment, because this is where that strength takes root. Why are so many claiming this CIA ritual changed their life in just 7 seconds? This leaked CIA ritual is the real deal, and it's potent. A 7-second brainwave hack, backed by 4 neuroscience labs, is helping regular people leap from broke to abundant. Dream homes, cars, trips, it's all within reach. But this video could disappear any time from the internet, so click the link in the description and comments now to see it before it's gone forever. You are not defined by the mistake, but you are shaped by how you respond to it. If you respond with awareness, you will become stronger. If you respond with avoidance, you will remain stuck. This is why I am speaking with urgency, because your response right now is critical. It will influence everything that comes next in your life. I am still guiding you, still watching over you, and still leading you forward. But I need you to walk with intention from this point on. Do not move blindly or carelessly as you did before. Be aware, be present, and be aligned with truth. This is how you stay on the path that is meant for you. That tells me something inside you is ready to change, even if you feel uncertain about what comes next. I am not finished guiding you, and what I am about to show you will help you understand why this moment is so important. You are not just correcting one mistake, you are stepping into a different way of living. The moment you chose wrongly, it created more than a simple consequence, it created a ripple effect. That ripple began touching your thoughts, your emotions, and even the way you see your future. You may have noticed small shifts, like hesitation where there used to be confidence, or doubt where there used to be clarity. That is how misalignment works. It quietly spreads until everything feels slightly off. I am stopping that spread right now, but you must stay aware so it does not begin again. Type 1111 if you walk by faith. You have been wondering why certain things felt delayed or blocked recently. It is not because you were forgotten or abandoned. It is because something needed to be corrected first. When you are not aligned, moving forward can cause more harm than good. I will not allow you to step into something important while you are carrying confusion. That is why I slowed things down, so you could come to this moment of understanding. Do not see this as a setback, because it is actually protection. I am protecting your future by correcting your present. If you had continued without realizing what went wrong, you would have faced greater challenges ahead. Now you are being given a chance to fix what needs to be fixed before it grows into something larger. That is how I guide those who are chosen. I correct them before the damage becomes too great. There is also something you must release in order to move forward. It could be a thought, a habit, or a belief that no longer serves you. That thing has been influencing your decisions more than you realize. It played a role in the mistake you made, and it will continue to affect you if you hold on to it. I am showing it to you now, so you can let it go and create space for something better. Type 777 to receive blessings. Letting go is not always easy, especially when something feels familiar or comfortable. But comfort is not always truth, and familiarity is not always right. You must choose what aligns with your purpose, even if it feels uncomfortable at first. Growth often requires you to step away from what you have known and move toward what is better for you. This is one of those moments where that choice is necessary. You've also been carrying a level of distraction that has kept you from fully hearing my guidance. It may come from your environment, your thoughts, or the people around you. That distraction made it easier for you to miss the warning signs before your mistake. Now I am calling you into a place of focus where you can hear clearly and respond correctly. This focus must be protected because it will guide your next decisions. Do not rush back into your routine without applying what you have learned here. If you do, you will fall back into the same patterns that led you here. Take your time to adjust your thinking and your actions. Let this moment shape how you move forward. This is not something to hear once and forget. It is something to carry with you in your daily life. There is strength growing in you through this process, even if it does not feel like it yet. That strength comes from awareness, from discipline, and from choosing truth over comfort. It is not built in one moment, but it begins here. Every time you choose correctly moving forward, that strength will grow. Eventually, it will become part of who you are. I am not removing challenges from your life, but I am preparing you to handle them differently. The same situations that once caused you to make mistakes will no longer have the same power over you. You will see them more clearly, respond more wisely, and move through them with greater confidence. That is the transformation I am guiding you into. You must also understand that your life is connected to more than just yourself. Your choices affect others, even in ways you cannot see. When you align yourself, you create positive impact beyond your own life. When you fall out of alignment, it creates confusion that can spread. This is another reason why your correction matters so much. You are not being left to figure this out on your own. I am with you in every step, guiding you through every realization and every change, but you must remain open and willing to listen. If you close yourself off again, you will lose the clarity you are gaining now. Stay connected, stay aware, and stay willing to grow. The mistake you made has already been addressed, and now the focus is on what comes next. What comes next is where your future begins to shift. If you take what you have learned and apply it, you will see changes begin to happen. Those changes may start small, but they will grow over time. This is how transformation works, step by step, decision by decision. What's really behind the 7-second brain technique that's making headlines and new millionaires? A stunning CIA leak has just revealed a 7-second brain ritual that's helping normal people wipe out debt and attract serious wealth. With proof from 4 neuroscience labs, this at-home method is turning financial stress into dream living. Homes, cars, vacations, it's all happening. But the government could take this down at any time. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. You are moving out of a place of confusion and into a place of clarity. That transition requires patience and consistency. Do not expect everything to change instantly, but trust that the process has begun. Stay committed to it, and you will see the results. There is a reason you are hearing this right now, at this specific moment in your life. It is not random, and it is not accidental. You were meant to receive this correction before moving forward. This timing is intentional, and it is part of a greater plan for your life. Trust that you are being guided, even when it feels challenging. But you are here, and that means something is shifting within you at a deeper level. I am not only correcting your path, I am strengthening your awareness so you can walk differently from this moment forward. There is a difference between hearing and truly understanding, and right now you are moving from one to the other. Hearing is easy. It passes through the mind quickly and fades just as fast. Understanding stays. It settles into your thoughts and begins to shape your actions. I am guiding you into understanding because that is where real change begins. When you understand deeply, you no longer need to be reminded again and again. Type 555 to affirm change. The mistake you made is no longer just an event in the past, it has become a lesson in the present. That lesson is revealing how your choices connect to your outcomes. You are starting to see that nothing happens in isolation. Every decision carries a consequence. This awareness will protect you if you allow it to guide you. It will help you pause, reflect, and choose more wisely in the future. You have also been given a moment to rebuild your discipline. Discipline is what keeps you steady when emotions try to lead you in the wrong direction. It is what helps you stay aligned even when things feel uncertain or difficult. The absence of discipline is what allowed your mistake to happen so easily. Now you have the chance to rebuild it and become stronger than before. There is something powerful about a person who has faced their mistake and chosen to grow from it. That person becomes more aware, more focused, and more aligned with truth. That is the transformation that is beginning inside you. It will not happen all at once, but it will continue as long as you stay committed to what you have learned. Every step forward will reinforce this new way of thinking. Type 333 if you are ready. You must also guard your thoughts carefully from this point on. Your thoughts influence your decisions more than you realize. If you allow negative or careless thinking to take over, it will lead you back into the same patterns. But if you fill your mind with truth and awareness, your decisions will begin to reflect that. This is how you maintain the change that is starting within you. I want you to notice how different you feel compared to before you heard these words. There is a shift, even if it is subtle. That shift is the beginning of alignment returning to your life. It is the result of you choosing to stay present instead of turning away. Do not lose that feeling, because it will guide you if you hold on to it. You have been given an opportunity that many people ignore when it comes to them. The opportunity to correct yourself before things become worse. Most people only realize their mistakes after the consequences have fully unfolded. But you are being shown early, and that is a form of grace. It is a chance to change direction before the path becomes more difficult. There is also a level of responsibility that comes with this awareness. Once you understand something, you cannot pretend you do not know it. You are now accountable for the choices you make moving forward. That responsibility is not meant to burden you, it is meant to empower you. It gives you control over your path, instead of leaving you to be guided by confusion. I am preparing you for moments ahead that will require you to make better decisions. Those moments are coming, and they will test what you have learned here. If you apply this understanding, you will handle them with confidence and clarity. If you ignore it, you will find yourself repeating the same cycle again. This is why this moment matters so much. You are not being rushed, but you are being guided with urgency. There is a difference between the two. Urgency is meant to focus your attention, not to create panic. I want you to be fully aware of what you are doing from this point forward. Move with intention, think before you act, and listen before you decide. This is how you stay aligned. There is a calm strength beginning to replace the confusion you once felt. That strength comes from understanding and from being aligned with truth. It will help you face situations with clarity instead of hesitation. It will allow you to trust yourself again because your decisions will be guided by awareness. This is the result of choosing to learn instead of ignore. You are also becoming more connected to your purpose through this process. Every correction brings you closer to the path you are meant to walk. It removes distractions, clears confusion, and strengthens your direction. This is why correction is necessary, even when it feels uncomfortable. It ensures that you are moving toward what is right for you. I am still guiding you, even as you begin to take more responsibility for your choices. My presence has not changed, and my intention for you remains strong. I want to see you grow, succeed, and walk in clarity. But I need you to continue doing your part by staying aware and making better decisions. This partnership between guidance and action is what moves you forward. Is it finally time to try the same CIA secret ritual that's changing lives in seconds? This newly leaked CIA-backed study reveals a 7-second money ritual transforming lives overnight. Scientifically validated by 4 neuroscience labs, it rewires your mind to attract money like a magnet. People once broke are now enjoying luxury homes, new cars, and exotic travel. But this secret won't be online much longer. Click the description and comments now to access it before it's permanently removed. Do not look back at your mistake with regret. Look at it with understanding. It has already served its purpose by bringing you to this moment. Now it is time to focus on what you will do next. Your future is shaped by your present actions, not by your past errors. Keep your focus forward and aligned with what you have learned. There was a moment when you could have walked away and missed everything that is happening inside you right now. If you had chosen to ignore this, you would have returned to the same patterns without understanding why things were not changing. But you stayed, and that decision has opened a door for clarity to enter your life. This is not something small. It is a turning point that will influence how you move forward. Do not underestimate the value of what you are experiencing. Type 444 if you choose truth. You are beginning to understand that your life is shaped by the choices you make daily, not just the big decisions, but the small ones that seem insignificant at the time. Those small choices build your habits, and your habits build your direction. This is why I am bringing your attention to your awareness, because it affects everything. When you are aware, you choose differently. And when you choose differently, your life begins to change. The mistake you made showed you where your awareness was lacking. It revealed a gap between what you knew and what you practiced. That gap is what I am helping you close right now. When your knowledge and your actions become aligned, you move with confidence and clarity. This is the state I want you to reach, where your decisions reflect your understanding. There is also a sense of responsibility growing within you, and that is a good thing. It means you are no longer ignoring the impact of your choices. You are starting to see how everything connects, how one decision leads to another. This awareness will help you avoid the same mistakes in the future. It will guide you to pause, reflect, and choose with intention. Type 666 if you accept correction. You must also be careful about what influences your thinking moving forward. The environment around you, the voices you listen to, and the thoughts you entertain all play a role in your decisions. If you allow the wrong influences to take over, you will feel pulled back into confusion. But if you stay connected to truth, your path will remain clear. This is why your focus is so important. There is a discipline forming within you that was not as strong before. It is subtle, but it is there, guiding your thoughts and actions. This discipline will help you stay aligned even when things feel uncertain. It will remind you of what you have learned and keep you from repeating the same mistake. This is how you build consistency in your life. You have also begun to reconnect with your inner sense of direction. That quiet voice within you that guides you is becoming clearer again. It was always there, but it was harder to hear when your awareness was low. Now that you are paying attention, it is easier to recognize. Trust it, because it is aligned with the truth you are receiving. There will be moments ahead where you will be tested again, not in the same way, but in situations that require you to apply what you have learned. Those moments will reveal how much you have grown. If you respond with awareness, you will see how far you have come. If you respond with old habits, you will know where you still need to grow. You are not expected to be perfect, but you are expected to be aware. Awareness allows you to correct yourself quickly instead of continuing in the wrong direction. It keeps you connected to truth even when things feel uncertain. This is what will guide you through future challenges. It is a strength that will continue to grow as you use it. There is also a sense of peace beginning to replace the tension you once felt. That peace comes from alignment, from knowing that you are moving in the right direction. It may not be overwhelming, but it is steady and real. Hold on to it, because it will guide you when things feel unclear. It is a sign that you are returning to where you are meant to be. You have been given a chance to realign your path before things became more difficult. That is not something to ignore or take lightly. It is a moment of grace that allows you to move forward with clarity instead of confusion. Use it wisely, because it will shape what comes next in your life. I am still with you, guiding you through every step of this process. My presence has not changed, and my intention for you remains the same. I want you to grow, to become stronger, and to walk in clarity, but I need you to continue choosing awareness over distraction. This is how you stay aligned with the path that is meant for you. Do not look at this as the end of something, but as the beginning of a new way of living, a way where you are more aware, more intentional, and more aligned with truth. This is the direction you are moving in, and it will continue as long as you stay committed to what you have learned. The mistake you made has already been addressed, and now it has become a lesson that will guide you forward. It no longer needs to hold you back, because you understand it now. What matters is how you use that understanding in your next decisions. This is where your future begins to change. Why is the government working so hard to bury this 7-second brain ritual? A stunning CIA leak has just exposed a 7-second brain ritual, now allowing regular people to clear debt and invite unstoppable wealth. Supported by 4 neuroscience labs, this easy at-home method is transforming financial struggles into dream lifestyles. New homes, vehicles, vacations, it's all becoming possible. But the government might pull this secret any minute. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. Keep moving forward with awareness, and do not return to the patterns that once led you here. You have already seen where that path leads, and you know it is not what you want. Choose differently, and you will see different results. This is how transformation becomes real in your life. This is not a small change, it is a foundation being rebuilt within you. What you are experiencing now is the beginning of a different way of living, one where you are no longer led by impulse but by understanding. Stay here, because this is where your strength will continue to grow. There was a time not long ago when you moved without thinking deeply, when decisions were made quickly and without full awareness. That is what led you into the mistake that brought you here. But now, something has shifted, and you are no longer comfortable moving in that same way. You are beginning to question, to pause, and to reflect before acting. This is how transformation shows itself, quietly but powerfully. Type 999 to step into purpose. You must protect this new level of awareness because it can easily be weakened if you return to old habits. Distractions will try to pull your focus away, and comfort will try to convince you that you do not need to stay as alert, but you have already seen what happens when awareness fades. You fall back into patterns that lead to confusion and mistakes. Do not allow that to happen again. There is a deeper understanding forming in you about how your inner state affects your outer life. When your mind is clear and aligned, your actions follow that clarity. But when your mind is distracted or unsettled, your actions reflect that as well. This is why I am guiding you to pay attention to what is happening inside you. It is the source of everything you do. Type 888 if you are ready to move forward. You are also learning to recognize the difference between impulse and guidance. Impulse is quick, emotional, and often driven by temporary feelings. Guidance is steady, calm, and aligned with truth. The mistake you made came from impulse, but what you are learning now is how to listen to guidance. This ability will change the way you make decisions from this point on. There will be moments when you feel the urge to act quickly again, to respond without thinking, or to follow what feels easy. In those moments, remember what you have learned here. Pause, take a breath, and allow your awareness to guide you. That pause is where your strength lies. It is what separates your past behavior from your future choices. You are becoming more disciplined, even if you do not fully notice it yet. Discipline is not always loud or obvious. Sometimes it is simply the decision to wait, to think, and to choose differently. Each time you do that, you strengthen it. Over time, it will become a natural part of who you are. This is how lasting change is built. There is also a sense of control returning to your life. Not control over everything around you, but control over your own choices. That is where true power lies. When you can guide your own actions with awareness, you are no longer at the mercy of your impulses. You begin to shape your life intentionally instead of reacting to it. I want you to notice how your perspective has changed. You are no longer seeing your mistake as something to hide from, but as something to learn from. That shift in perspective is powerful. It means you are growing beyond the fear of failure and stepping into understanding. This is how you build resilience and confidence. You are also becoming more aware of how your environment affects you. The people you interact with, the situations you place yourself in, and the thoughts you allow all influence your decisions. This awareness will help you make better choices about what you allow into your life. It will guide you toward what supports your growth and away from what leads you backward. There is a quiet confidence forming within you as you continue to stay aware. It is not loud or overwhelming, but it is steady. It comes from knowing that you are capable of making better choices. It comes from understanding that you are not stuck in your old patterns. This confidence will grow as you continue to act with awareness. You are not being asked to be perfect, but you are being called to be consistent. Consistency is what turns awareness into a lasting change. It is what keeps you aligned even when things feel challenging. Each time you choose correctly, you reinforce the path you are on. This is how your life begins to shift in a real and lasting way. There will be times when you feel tempted to go back to what is familiar. That is natural, but it does not mean you have to follow that feeling. Awareness gives you the ability to see that temptation for what it is. It allows you to choose differently, even when it feels uncomfortable. This is how you break old cycles. You are also beginning to trust yourself more, and that trust is important. It comes from seeing that you can make better decisions when you are aware. It comes from recognizing that you are not the same person who made that mistake. This trust will continue to grow as you stay aligned with what you have learned. I am still guiding you through this process, even as you take more control of your own choices. My presence is steady and my guidance is always available to you, but you must continue to listen and stay aware. This connection is what keeps you on the path that is meant for you. Do you know why everyone's whispering about this 7-second CIA ritual? A brainwave ritual leaked from the CIA is changing lives across the globe. Proven by neuroscience, this 7-second method helps regular people attract money, freedom, and luxury. If you're seeing this, you're very lucky. The page might disappear any moment. Click the link in the description and comments to know this secret before it's deleted forever. What you are building now will influence every part of your life moving forward. Your relationships, your decisions, and your direction will all be shaped by this awareness. This is why it is so important to stay committed to it. Do not treat it as something temporary, but as a new way of living. You have come a long way from the moment your mistake was revealed. You have moved from confusion to clarity, from impulse to awareness, and from avoidance to understanding. This is not something to overlook. It is a sign that you are growing and changing in a meaningful way. Keep moving forward with this awareness, and do not allow yourself to slip back into old patterns. You have already seen where that path leads, and you know it is not what you want. Choose differently, and you will continue to see different results. This is how your life transforms, step by step. There was a time when you reacted quickly, when you allowed feelings to lead you without questioning them. That way of living made you vulnerable because it left no space for clarity to guide you. But now you are learning to pause, to observe, and to choose with intention. That pause is not weakness, it is strength in its purest form. It is the moment where you take control of your direction instead of being carried by impulse. Type 111 to align with purpose. You must continue to build this habit of pausing because it will protect you in ways you cannot yet fully see. There are situations ahead that will look similar to what you have already faced, but they will not have the same outcome if you remain aware. What once caused confusion will now become an opportunity for you to respond with clarity. This is how you turn past mistakes into future strength. This is how your path begins to change in a real and lasting way. There is also a deeper layer of understanding forming inside you about responsibility. You are beginning to realize that your life is not shaped by chance, but by the choices you make consistently. This realization may feel heavy at first, but it is actually empowering. It means you are not stuck, and it means you have the ability to change your direction. This awareness gives you control over your future in a way you did not fully see before. Type 1313 to claim strength. You are also learning to recognize the subtle warnings that come before a mistake happens. Those quiet signals that you once ignored are becoming clearer now. They may come as a feeling, a hesitation, or a sense that something is not right. Before, you moved past them without thinking, but now you are beginning to notice them. This awareness will guide you if you choose to listen instead of dismissing it. There will be moments when you feel tested again, not because you are being punished, but because you are being strengthened. Tests reveal what you have learned and where you still need to grow. When those moments come, do not fear them. Instead, see them as opportunities to apply what you now understand. This is how you prove to yourself that you have truly changed. You are also developing a deeper sense of patience, even if it feels unfamiliar. Patience allows you to wait for clarity instead of rushing into decisions. It creates space for understanding to form before you act. This is something you did not always practice before, but now it is becoming part of you, and this patience will protect you from repeating the same mistake again. There is a shift happening in how you see your own life. You are no longer moving through it without direction, but with intention and awareness. You are beginning to understand that every decision matters, and that understanding is shaping your actions. This is how you move from confusion into clarity. This is how you begin to live with purpose instead of reacting to circumstances. You must also remain aware of the influence of your surroundings. Not everything around you will support the change you are making. Some things will try to pull you back into old habits because they are familiar, but you now have the awareness to recognize what is helpful and what is harmful. Use that awareness to protect your growth. There is a quiet strength continuing to build inside you, and it is becoming more stable with each decision you make. This strength is not based on emotion, it is based on understanding. It does not disappear when things become difficult, it remains steady because it is rooted in truth. This is the kind of strength that will carry you forward. You are also learning to trust the process, even when it does not feel easy. Growth is not always comfortable, but it is always necessary. The discomfort you feel is not meant to harm you, it is meant to shape you. It is part of becoming someone who is aligned and aware. Trust that what you are going through has purpose. I am still guiding you, even as you begin to take more responsibility for your actions. My presence has not changed, and my intention for you remains strong. I want you to succeed, to grow, and to walk in clarity. But I need you to continue choosing awareness over impulse. This is how you stay aligned with the path that is meant for you. You are no longer the person who made that mistake without understanding. You are someone who has faced it, learned from it, and is now changing because of it. That is growth, and it is something to recognize. Do not go back to who you were, because you have already moved beyond that point. There will be new opportunities ahead that require this level of awareness. They will not be handled correctly if you return to old habits, but if you stay aligned, you will be ready for them. You will recognize their value, and you will respond in a way that moves you forward. This is why this process is so important. What if a quick 7-second brain ritual could truly wipe out your debt and fill your life with unstoppable abundance? A shocking CIA leak has just revealed a 7-second ritual, now helping ordinary people clear debt and attract unlimited wealth. Verified by 4 top neuroscience labs, this easy-at-home method is turning financial problems into dream lifestyles. New homes, cars, vacations, it's all happening for real people. But the government might pull this secret any minute. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. You are building a foundation that will support everything that comes next in your life. It is being built through awareness, discipline, and intentional choices. This foundation will keep you steady even when things around you change. It will guide you when you feel uncertain, and it will help you continue moving forward with confidence. Keep your focus on what you have learned, and do not allow distractions to pull you away. You have already seen what happens when awareness fades. Now you are seeing what happens when it grows. Choose to stay in this place, because it will lead you where you are meant to go. You are learning to face things directly, and that is what is bringing clarity into your life. Facing truth is not always comfortable, but it is always necessary for growth. This is why I brought you to this moment, so you could see clearly and move forward differently. Type 1414 to stand firm. You must now begin to apply what you have learned in real situations, not just in thought but in action. Awareness without action does not create change, it only creates understanding. Change happens when you choose differently in the moments that matter. Those moments may seem small, but they are where your future is shaped. Each decision you make from this point forward is an opportunity to reinforce the path you are now walking. There will be situations where you feel uncertain again, where the old way of thinking tries to return. This is natural, because change does not erase the past instantly. But now you have something you did not have before, and that is awareness. When those moments come, do not ignore what you feel. Use it as a signal to pause, reflect, and choose with intention. Type 1515 if you choose growth. You are also learning to trust the process of correction instead of resisting it. Before, correction may have felt like something to avoid or escape from. Now you are beginning to see it as something that strengthens you. This shift in perspective is important because it changes how you respond to challenges. Instead of running from them, you begin to learn from them. There is a discipline forming within you that is becoming more stable with each decision you make. It is not forced, it is growing naturally as you stay aware. This discipline will guide you when your emotions try to lead you in the wrong direction. It will remind you of what you have learned and help you stay aligned. This is how consistency is built over time.